not an exaggeration to say that when you look at women entrepreneurs everywhere in the world, that has been the story. The women entrepreneurs, perhaps not so different from male entrepreneurs do. When they succeed, they find some way of giving back to society. They find some way of benefiting other people who have helped them along the way. And when you think about what we want to create for Singapore, when we think about what it means to take Singapore forward, this must be it. The sense of solidarity, the sense of shared commitment to each other. And women entrepreneurs embody that in so many ways. In today's context, I believe it is MinLaw, the Intellectual Property Office, that reports that 1 in 4 entrepreneurs in Singapore are women, whereas maybe about 5-6 years ago it was 1 in 5, so quite a good improvement in a short time. But even then, I'm not particularly convinced that that's the correct number, because I half suspect that the front of the business may be a gentleman, but behind that front there is very often another very capable woman entrepreneur that is, pulling the strings, as it were, and helping to shape the business, decide, direction of the company, and also taking care of all the, 1,001 things that an entrepreneur must look after in order for the business to thrive. So yes, directionally, that number must be, correct in terms of how it's showing a growth. But I guess it is an understatement. It's an understated figure, because over the years I've also seen, especially when it comes to businesses being passed on to the next generation. Justin would be a very good example of that. That whereas in the past, I think, of course, as Asian societies, there's still a certain preference to pass the business on to the male offspring. But increasingly, you'll see that the daughters are the choice that the family decides to make as being the best person to take the business forward. And I think this speaks well of the developments in our society. I just want to cap off by saying that far from being forced into entrepreneurship, I think today's women, those in Singapore, have many more choices. And when they take on entrepreneurship, it's not just a matter of fulfilling their own aspirations, but I think it is also them saying that they know they can be more. They know that they can have a bigger impact. They know that there is something in the world out there that needs them. So that is the spirit that is empowering. That is the spirit that we want to see grow. And that is part of why last year we decided to table a white paper in Parliament to debate women's development. First time in Singapore's history that we had done that. White paper on women's development. And women's entrepreneurship embodies that. Today, our women entrepreneurs are not just doing well in Singapore, they are really flying the flag on the world stage. Not so long ago, because I work in tech, so I pay more attention to this space. Not so long ago, a company known as Flexon, 2 women entrepreneurs dealing with cybersecurity, implemented at the hardware level, not just software only. They came in as a gold medalist at the World Intellectual Property Awards.